Hi, my name is Mackenzie, and I'm going to be teaching second grade in the Nebo School District. One of the social studies core curriculum objectives is that second graders should be able to find the U.S. on a map or globe, their state, and their city. And so this virtual field trip should be able to either help teach that or to review that for them. So right now I'd ask if anyone can locate the U.S. and hopefully someone can help show me where to go, which is right here. So if I zoom in, I have a place marker with USA on it, and if I click on it, there's a YouTube video that takes forever to upload on my computer that talks about the founding of America. It's a cartoon Schoolhouse Rock video, but because of time, I'll just keep going. Next, I'd ask if anyone knew the capital of the U.S., and that's Washington, D.C., so this is a chance for them to get to see where that is. And let's see. One of the layers I chose for this field trip is to take a tour of the White House. Once I finally zoom into there, so what you do is you drag this little guy and place him on top of the White House, and you can actually take a tour of the inside of the White House, as you can see. And so, because of time, we won't be doing that. Next, I would need my students to locate their state, which is Utah, on this map. So, without the state lines, maybe someone can locate it over here. My Utah place marker, I placed an image of the Canyonlands National Park because I think that's a really cool thing about Utah. Right here I have a link to the National Geographic information about the Canyonlands. They have lots of cool information and even directions on how to get there or when to go. And we could look at that together as a class. I would ask them if they knew the capital of Utah. Hopefully someone would say Salt Lake City. But once we're here, I'd zoom in. And another layer I chose was to take a 360 view of Temple Square. This is a popular tourist spot in Salt Lake City, and maybe some of the students had been here. This was obviously done during Christmas, which is really pretty. Next, I would have them locate their city. So when I zoom out, they can see where their city is in relation to Salt Lake City, which is Spanish Fork. That's where they live. So if I click on Spanish Fork, I have a link here to an article about a local artist who is actually an elementary student, and she does art with Legos, and it's just a cool article. It might motivate them to be more artistic and to do art, but um, something I chose for Spanish Forkalayer chose was just an existing photo that someone had put there. This is the city building, and so if they've never seen that, they can see that. And a tool that I used was to measure the distance from the building to our elementary school, which is Spanish Oaks. So if I click here, I drag it all the way to Spanish Oaks. You can look to the left and see it's about 2.76 miles, so about 3 miles, which isn't really far. So that's a tool I can use. Lastly, just for fun, I would take us to the elementary school itself. And then what's nice is this has a street view, so you can actually look at it as if you were walking down the street. So there's our school. I think this is a really useful tool to either review or as a teaching strategy for this objective, and it also just has fun extras to make the learning more interesting for the students.